Hello, Tracy Williams here. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is how do I know the difference between the voice of intuition and all the other voices that start to chatter in my head? Your intuition is the voice that's coming from your true self, from spirit. One of my mentors, Bob Proctor, says it this way, that prayer is our talking to God, and then intuition is God talking to us. I absolutely love that. Because spirit, and therefore our intuition, is not influenced by our past or current conditions or circumstances, the guidance that it's offering might seem illogical. Most of us are conditioned to think that following logic is the correct path. So when the voice of dissuasion starts to chatter, we often feel like we want to pay more attention to it, and we often do pay more attention to that than we do to our intuition. The voice of dissuasion can come from within, which is your paradigm or paradigms, or it can come from other people. But whether it's from the paradigms or from other people, it or they believe that the advice that they're giving you is really what's best for you. But bear in mind that these well-meaning people, and really well-meaning paradigms, they're ingrained, can only operate from their own paradigm. And that all paradigms, yours, theirs, are created from past circumstances, from experiences that we've had that have become beliefs. And those beliefs might be limiting. Spirit, on the other hand, understands that there's infinite possibilities, that if we desire it, there's no limits. And our intuition is one of our tools for being able to tap in to what that is. The voice of intuition may start off very quiet, but it can become very loud. It nudges again and again. It's not judgmental. It does not explain why the message that it's giving you is correct. It does not give the details of how it is that you go about whatever it is that it's urging you to do. It's never frantic. Following your intuition may require that you take steps into the unknown, to take steps of things that you don't know how to do. It will often be the voice that the other voices are absolutely railing against. By paying attention to your intuition and becoming more and more familiar with it, you're able to recognize it and follow its guidance more easily. It's like when you meet someone that you like, you're interested in them, you pay attention to them, you show interest in them, and in doing so, they become very familiar. You recognize them and you recognize their voice very easily. It's the same with intuition. A well-developed intuition is heard loud and clear above the cacophony of the other voices, those other voices that might be having you hem and ha. I'll tell you, it's a great feeling when you recognize that still small voice and when you can follow it without hesitation. One of the great benefits and bonuses is that your decision-making process becomes very efficient. Because you're following the intuition, you make decisions like that. It's powerful. It feels good. It's empowering to be connected to your intuition. I had the wonderful experience just last week of the feeling of following my intuition and all that follows like flow, like clockwork when you do follow your intuition. I decided to offer you what I'm calling Christmas in July, a gift. The inspired thought popped into my head out of the blue. That was intuition. Then my paradigms, of course, started to chatter and to tell me that all of my marketing and all my marketing training tells me never offer discounts on coaching services, etc., etc., etc. My mentors, when I shared with them what I had in mind, suggested or cautioned against it. So those internal and external voices were attempting to dissuade me. However, even though they were quick to jump in and to try to dissuade me from what my intuition was telling me to do, those voices got very quiet very quickly when I began to take action from the guidance that I was inspired to do, to take action on what my internal voice was telling me. And the minute I took action, everything dissipated. The energy around, oh my gosh, should I, shouldn't I? The self-guessing, the second guessing dissipated. My Christmas in July gift to you was inspired by my desire to support you in creating a life that you would love living. The gift goes away on July 22nd, so if you haven't checked it out yet, check your inbox. You received an email last Saturday, and you received an email yesterday. There'll be one more before the end of the week. Check it out. Take a look at it, and then take it into the quiet. Listen to your intuition for guidance. It'll be the voice that isn't making excuses based on conditions. I'll hear you next week. Have a great one.